there we go. Alright. I'm back. I've been trying to put this off for a while now, even though I shouldn't have. Done a decent bit of thinking. Not that it necessarily has led to any particularly insightful conclusions. There's Ada over there in the garbage room. We need to find a way to get to her, but the most obvious way seems to be through this door, and the access to this door is unfortunately barred by this system of plugs, which requires a decent bit of investigation. Now, I have made the notes necessary to deal with this, however, some playing around will be quite necessary. As you can see, this says the pawn... well, it says pawn plug, and this says night plug. However, there are additional plugs we don't have over here. We've picked one up, and we have two additional ones plugged in, but there's a whopping total of 6 necessary, so we need to find 3 scattered, presumably, across the facility. That's one thing that needs to be done, and then we'll have to figure out a way to arrange them, which is its own problem. Now, Annette seems to be in pain. She seems to be filled with sorrow. There are many things Annette is not, as has dawned on me. She's not this cold, calculating psychopath. But she's not this sort of absolutely hateful figure that wants to destroy the world and all the people within it. That much seems to be relatively clear. Which makes her motivations somewhat unclear. I'm not an expert on nonverbal communication, but as far as I can tell, she's in a lot of pain. And if I were to hazard a guess, I'd say that she's lost her husband. And now, possibly wants vengeance, maybe wants justice. Night plug. Bishop plug. I don't know. I've also contemplated that video we've seen on the cassette. Nasty stuff. You could see... yeah, a pawn plug. You could see that monstrosity over there that attacked the guy. That's probably the same sort of monstrosity that had the eye on its arm that we have faced a while back and will presumably face again. Now, that monstrosity seems to have picked up the case with the virus, as far as I understand it, and it seems to have gobbled up as much as it could, then throwing it to the ground. Very clumsy oaf, that monstrosity. Then the rats ate it up. But the virus was ingested by that thing. Maybe it wanted to grow, to become more powerful, etc. Perhaps that's Birkin. Maybe that's him, maybe that's what happened to him. Maybe that's something that was done to him. Maybe that's something he's done to himself, although then Annette's anger would be somewhat unwarranted, perhaps. Or maybe she thinks we want to get the virus to use it to some nefarious ends, and maybe she wants to protect the world from the virus. Fancy that. Maybe Ada is in the wrong here. Who knows? We still have no idea what Claire's situation is like. What else was there to state? Yeah, I think Annette's state of mind is because of Birkin, whatever his first name was. I think Birkin might have been that monstrosity, and I've noticed that monstrosity was trying to gobble up more of the virus. That's not particularly insightful. Oh, right, one last thing. Do I want to ditch anything else? To keep as many inventory slots available as humanly possible? Yes, I absolutely should. I shouldn't lug the ink ribbons around unnecessarily. What's the point? I also don't think the additional 2 shotgun shells are worth carrying around. And I've said this numerous times before, but I will say it again. If a situation arises where I need to fire more than 8 shots of the shotgun in a row without accessing my little item box, then things have gone so far south, I am perfectly prepared to reload. Look, there's a zombie over there, we might have to dispatch it. But that's okay. Is it another one of those draining pumps that you have to... No. Well, I mean, it is a pump, yes, clearly. Evidently. But it's not the sort that requires you to insert that part that we don't have. That part for turning, a sort of a crank. We will have to find one eventually, but not yet, not now. How much ammo do I have? 9 shots. I need to be prepared to clear out any zombies I encounter. I am not messing around. I will not have them run around this facility. I'm perfectly prepared to... Oh no. To dispatch any and all of them that I encounter. Be very, very careful. Look up, get away. I know, there's a safe over here, we'll have to keep that in mind. There's nothing I can do about that now. For all we know, it contains one of the parts, but I don't have the combination to it, so that'll have to wait. As will Ada, effectively. Now this is the path downstairs, over here. Which leads to a number of places, including the supply storage room. I don't think I want to go there quite yet. Let's head to the cable car. That is a path that terminates rather quickly. And I guess a nice strategy for exploring places is to go to the dead ends first. That seems to be a gaming staple. Go to the dead ends first. Is this the tool for turning? This is the tool! The one that you put into the square-shaped hole. Or whatever shaped hole. T-bar valve handle, yes. A T-shaped valve handle. Well, it's not square-shaped. It's got these... There are these 2 notches. Yeah, the notches fit in the holes. You plug that T-shaped thing in, then you turn. And then presumably water drains in a given place. It's the T-bar. That's presumably what I should refer to it as. I didn't know the proper name for it. Now I do, I guess. Oh, and we'll... Something wrong with power over here, as you can clearly see.
Wristband required for cable car entry.
Now, the ID wristband is what Ada has. So we will be able to access the cable car. And from there, we will presumably just enter the facility. But for now, that's not an option. We'll get there, though, but we'll get there eventually. Not quite yet. We've effectively cleared out this particular place. The treatment pool room has not been cleared out because we haven't cleared out the safe. And we have a note to read here, so let's do so. I still am trying to figure out whether I could have referred to the T-bar as, I don't know, in some more graceful way before I knew what the T-bar was. I guess this is a sort of circumstance where people just throw their hands into the air and use Buffy speak, and they refer to it as their sort of a thingamajig. But presumably based on the description alone, the sort of vague intuition of its general look and function, you should be able to construct some sort of a term that will be sufficiently descriptive and sufficiently brief so as to get the intuition across, so as to convey the idea. Have I failed linguistically? I don't know. Delivery receipt. Side of the safe. Ooh. The item below has been delivered to the location specified in your order. What, as per the previous email? Come on, people. Just give me the details. Don't make me look stuff up. Heat resistant safe. The combination is written on the side of the safe, in chalk. Please remember to erase it before you use the safe. If there is one thing I know, if there's one thing I know about how corporations work, including Umbrella Corporation, it's that they never follow proper safety procedures. So I'm sure it's still there, in chalk. See, this is the sort of thing that saves your life in case of an outbreak or an apocalypse. Then again, on the flip side, I guess this is also the sort of thing that could possibly cause quite a few of those apocalyptic events, isn't it? Safety procedures not followed results in demise. Yes. It was there all along as far as I can tell. I don't think it magically appeared when I approached the safe. So hypothetically, were I to pay enough attention, I could have seen it. But there's a very good reason why it didn't. In case you're wondering, it's because there's that zombie there. So my logical expectation was, it's gonna get up, it's gonna grab me. If I have my back turned to it, there's no way I can use defensive items. Just like in Resident Evil 1 and 0. You gotta at least face the zombie to be able to use the defensive item. Even though preferably, you shouldn't have to resort to that anyway. So, the logical expectation was that I would face this way. Not that way with my back turned to the zombie. So you can't really blame me for not seeing this. 212-8. Don't get up. If it gets up, I need to immediately spring to action. Oh, that's a pod. Shotgun stock. W-870, which is my shotgun. Alright, what is that? I haven't checked the last part, which I regret. Custom pod for the W-870 that stabilizes the gun, allowing it to be fired and reloaded in one smooth action. So boom chuchut. Yes, boom chuchut indeed, Westin. You know what? Thank heavens for small mercies. I appreciate the fact that it hasn't been elongated all the way to 3 slots, although I wouldn't put it past this game. No, it's not gonna throw anything that's 3 slots long at me, after all I wouldn't be able to store it in my deposit box. Although, once again, that's a bit of a non sequitur. There is a possibility that it does, and just doesn't allow me to store it, right? So 3 slots can only be carried in the inventory, cannot be put in the box. Doesn't fit the box. Sounds particularly awful, but hey. Oh, by the way, I've cleared out this entire place, which is great. The only place I can go right now, then, is via these doors. Which point I'm beginning to wonder, with the utmost confusion, how did I get here? My short-term memory is completely shot, but I know. Point of no return, right? I dropped down from there. That's how I arrived in this room. With no ability to return the way I came, because I don't have any rope or anything like that. Store the herbs, keep the T-bar, 2 grenades, combat knife, the shotgun, Matilda, reinforced with all these sorts of things, and the lightning hog, some mixed herbs. I am doing this to myself. But then again, am I supposed to seriously ditch the tiny bit of healing I've decided to take with me? Am I? I could. Instinctively, there's a bit of a habit, I guess. Or maybe as a verbal tick, I want to say that the worst thing about this is this or that. But is it always the worst thing? There are plenty of bad things as far as I describe things. Fat zombie.
How dare you, past Festin? That's a differently living person of weight.
Yeah. Let's just say that bad thing about the situation is that these long treks are exactly when I presumably should monologue. Not when I'm standing still and actually am taking care of business, but when there's nothing to do. Well, I think the only logical thing to do over here, the only logical way to approach this is to just get to the zombie and blast its head off with the shotgun. Hey, buddy. What's the matter? Well. What cat got your head blown off with a shotgun? No, that just won't do. Well, either way, that's 2 headshots in a row. That's something I appreciate. Oh, great, I could pull this. I could. Hypothetically. Not that it would necessarily help. Oh, there's still more stuff to retrieve over here. Let me see. Will this zombie get up? Will ya? Will ya, buddy? The Walking Dead or the dead just lying about? Motionless. See, this is exactly the sort of device you are supposed to use the T-bar in. And we have seen many of those spread around the facility. And most notably, at least as far as things that pop out to me, we have seen one in that room in the underground facility. Look. No, this is not the thing used to switch. Z and C, there we go. This thing, this place, remember this one?
Yes, we all do.
There's not a lot over here, but I do remember in the secret room, there was this slot for the T-ball. We should return there at some point, right? Oh, and by the way, the more I look at it, the more I think that we might just be able to access the lab from here. I don't know. We will presumably come back here to be able to unlock the door, access the special weapons case and whatnot, but I don't think this is where we will have the lab, because we already have the upper, middle, and lower sections outlined, so I don't think they're going to put basement floors there as well. Alright, let's try to pull the lever first. And I feel pretty good about... it's presumably gonna do nothing because the light is red. Oh, no, it's just red because it has been lowered. It's not red because there's no power to it and therefore you cannot pull it. And just like that, we have the ability, the possible honor of wading through the filth. Oh, what joy. Well, I guess we gotta pick up the gunpowder, don't we? Well, we don't have to. It's not like anyone's gonna force us. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Look, I know that there's this monstrosity, but I believe it's there. I shouldn't worry that much. And, either way, I should be able to evade it at some point. Evade it at some point? I mean, evade it in some way. The lower waterway has been cleared out. It's mostly a question of how much work I want to do before I permit myself to save. That's it. Look. We have the T-bar over here. We have the T-bar over there. There's the bottom waterway. There's supply storage room. That is to be cleared out. These stairs lead up to... Well, they also lead down. These lead up to where we've come from, essentially. There's the T-bar handle slot over here as well. The monitor room. We can't access the garbage room, obviously, because... Well, that's what the entire puzzle is building up to. In order to do that, we will have to reach Ada. Then we'll be able to get to the power room and so on. I'm saving before that. We can't... Yeah, let's analyze it. We can't get much progress done on the cable car. Presumably, we'll just get there once we have Ada with the wristband. Can't get over here because that's the last thing we do. Saving Ada. Over here, there's basically nothing. This is a dead end as far as I can tell. You just drop here. It's a bit of a waterfall, except with human filth rather than water being there. And then there's the upper floor, with a surprising few places that we have not yet visited. Let's see, so presumably we turn the T-bar and then we can once again access this upper floor. With a couple of additional rooms, the shotgun shells over there. I also should go ahead and drop off the items I have eventually. Fine, use the T-bar. Turn this. And raise this little, I don't know, floodgate? Seems to be more of a divider. Separator, something. It doesn't really hold water. Not that it's much of a theory. You know, I could say that I don't like this, but seriously, would any of you expect me to? Oh! Oh! Oh, great! Not only is there a zombie though, with the yes, I see a green hub, but I can also just walk down the key. Sewer, no entry zone. That's this place cleared out. What about the stairs? Where do they lead? Over here? Possibly? I could investigate. I won't be able to pick anything up though because I have my inventory full. Well, if I get hurt, at least I'll get the opportunity to use up the green herb. Well, I can always use up the green herb. I can just toss it away should I choose to. Yeah, right. Little moths. How quaint. And this, of course, is utterly broken. So we will not be able to make our way through here. No entry. T-ball handle strut. Yeah, right. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. We will be able to make our way there. We will just have to use the device from the other side. So we can't actually access the upper floor from here. But we will be able to open this path up once we do. There's the bottom waterway and the supply storage room. I will go there once... That zombie's bound to get up, right? It's right next to the plant. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, and also there's always a possibility that some of these guys will get up as I run past the place a second time. Well, I guess the good news is that they don't turn into crimson heads as far as I can tell. How delightful. Alright then. It's not that much of a trek. Let's put things here, really? Not that much stuff can actually be deposited. Because we don't have that much. Let's check the key. We don't have that much room. Quite a few of these are quest items. All the items I insist on lugging around with me. Maybe I should have fewer weapons on me. Sewers key, a key to a section of the sewers. But what section? What is the section? Oh, hold on. There was something on the upper floor that required a key, I believe. Locked door. It might fit somewhere up there. You know, at this stage, I think I'm going to ditch the Magnum, even though that doesn't help that much. I'm also tempted to ditch the grenades. It's not like I'm going to use them on measly zombies. I'll just keep the knife on me. Do I need all that healing? Possibly. It's better to have the tiny bit of healing than not, and that leaves me with 4 free slots. Which is respectable. Perhaps I've overdone this, but I don't necessarily feel like it. Alright, so the only way to go, since this is... this cannot be... the T-ball slot, the device that raises the... whatever, they're not shutters, what are they? They're not floodgates. These dividers, these vertical dividers. That thing cannot be accessed from the side we have seen, as I have just mentioned. We cannot raise that little barrier from this side. We'll have to use a different angle. So the only way we can go, as far as I can see right now, is either through here. I apologize, I was wrong. No, we can go through here. That's another option. Upstream. And through here. I don't want to go... Whoa! There's another one of them? Look, some of the virus seems to have just dropped down into the sewers. Yeah, some of it got eaten by the huge monstrosity, the charger thing, possibly Birkin. Some of it seems to have gotten eaten by rats, and some of it fell into the sewers. So what happened, happened. But now, I've got bad news. I wanted to use my little T-bar to raise the divider, the vertical door, the sliding door, whatever you want to call it. Whatever the technical term is for that particular barrier. I wanted to raise that over here in the workroom lift, which would grant me access someplace else. But I am not about to use the weapons I have right now on that thing. I would have to access my grenades. So there's been a change of plans. I have two options. I can either head right back and get my grenades and fight my way through, or I can choose the easier option, to wade through the filth down here. And explore as much as I can in this area. Two of them. Fall in total.
What the hell was that?
You've plucked that question right out of my fearful mouth. Oh, not good, not good, not good.
Oh my god, this is getting worse.
Well, Leon, you're not wrong. In fact, you are horribly, gruesomely right. If I drop down, though, will I be able to get back up? Oh, no. Okay, tell you what. There's been a change of plans. There's been a wee little change of plans. Look, I've been prepared to face a number of threats, to encounter a number of things, but chest bursters were not among them. Look at this. There seems to be some sort of a vile biological growth. Just... embracing the pathway over there, the corridor, the tunnel, the passageway at the very tail end over there. Oh, not good. And here I was thinking that dealing with a couple of stray zombies here and there would be the worst I would encounter in the sewage treatment. That's not the sewage treatment facility. I guess in the sewers. Sewers proper. The sewers granting access to the secret research laboratory of Umbrella Corporation. Alright. I see how it is. I could hypothetically craft more shotgun shells. That's not what I'm interested in. Alright, let's take the Lightning Hawk. Yes, let's take some more Magnum ammo. The grenades. Yes, some additional healing, and just like that, I have filled all of my inventory slots. Joy to the world. Well, Now listen, I don't even know if I can kill these things. I may be able to bypass them, to run past them if they go all the way over here. I can just try to evade them and get to the T-ball handle slot to raise the barrier, the divider, the sliding door, whatever. It's going to be quite a Herculean effort, though. I'm not sure it's worth it. It's just a single room. Presumably this allows me access up and down, but I'm not sure I want this. Now this may very well connect to, say, the parking garage in the police station. For all I know. But I don't. Tell you, if it does, can I even make my way all the way back here if I were to go from the police station? Yes, I could. Hypothetically, through the parking lot and then all the way through the sewers. I hypothetically could make my way here. Although it would be quite a journey. I'm still not sure whether I wouldn't encounter some lift in the wrong spot that I could not recall. But the options are as follows. I either go there, or I go down into this filth, down the bottom waterway and into the supplies storage room. Oh joy, yes. On one hand, there's this spot that's crawling with the aquatic monstrosities that are hulking and enormous and seem to have numerous tentacles, and they grab you and remain submerged for reasonably long periods of time, so you can't even spot them that easily. Whereas this path over here is the path of chestbursters, parasites, and a horrifying growth that seems to be taking over either humans that are still alive or maybe zombies. And I'm not sure it's an improvement. For all I know, it's the circle of life. And these little creatures then grow up to be these huge tentacled sludges crawling about in the sewers. Maybe it's a single organism that has a weird and horrifying life cycle. I don't know. I'm tempted to go through here first. Even though this seems like more of a dead end. Well, let me rephrase that. This seems like quite a dead end because I'm crossing a point of no return. So I'll have to desperately find a way to get back once I go through here. Whereas this does seem to be a dead end in the sense that I go there, do my thing and leave. Although it's a lift. So for all I know, it's not really a dead end. It's a passageway that will allow me to leave via a completely different way. If I get there. Oh, I would certainly appreciate the help of Ada. Ada's aid. I don't think I'll get it. I think I'll go for the bottom waterway first. So much for stalling. Whew. Alright, let's leave the extra magnum ammo. You know what? Let's not. How about this? If we use up all the magnum ammo, all the spell magnum ammo, I'm just going to count my blessings. Well, actually no, if we don't end up using up those 2 extra shots, I'm going to count my blessings and presumably retrieve items. And if we do end up using it, it'll free up the slot. So there are basically no bad outcomes. Other than being somewhat frustrated if it actually does turn out that I didn't need to use it and I've lugged it around and I have to go via a reasonably dangerous path that can allow you to evade monsters without necessarily shooting them. And I have to go through it again because I've decided to lug around extra unnecessary ammo. I'm tempted to go via the lower waterway over here just to deal with this. This would also allow me to use up, I don't know, the nades and stuff. Oh, well, I've just outlined that there exist 2 options and I've just told you which I'll pick. And now I'm essentially saying that I would rather pick the other one. Well, I can still pick the other one. It's not too late to turn around. Yeah, in these circumstances, it's just better to be decisive. Whatever choice I make, I should just stick with it. I should just go forward and do something. Can always reload should it come to that. But my goodness, I need to act. Presumably zombies will follow you once you... Will they get up? No, they won't get up. They've been chest busted. Don't stop. Never give up. Laura? Is that you? Whoop! Oh, you son of a... No! Equip the grenade. Kill it with fire. Lightning Hawk. Let's do something. Cha-ching! You know, increasingly I get the feeling that the grenade basically does jack to these things. I mean, sure, you can shoot them, but what's the point? I mean, sorry. You can toss the grenade, but what's the point? You have to shoot them, because that's the only way. You hit the eye, that's it, you gotta hit the eye. And then they go down. But tossing the grenade, I don't know, does it take any damage away from what you need to deal to the eye? Does it take anything away? Don't tell me that this is a huge living organism in its entirety. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Can I evade them? Is that an option? I just want to make my way to the supply room. Please. No! Oh no! I should have tried to run past it. I can't deal with this. It's too many of them. And they spawn these tiny things that chase you. Oh, great. So the walls... Mr. Raccoon. So the walls spawn these things, which spawn tinier things. It's a little matryoshka of suffering. I did not pick up all the items, though. Nor am I interested in doing that unless strictly necessary. Hello, little red plant. Whatever. Supply storage room. Well, at least I have used up the items. That's the way back, isn't it? Yes. Did I seriously get whipped around this tiny bit and get confused because of that? Come on, Vestin, you can do better than that. Where's your sense of direction? Great. Great. You need the king plug for this. I'm not sure if engineering and playfulness in this fashion should ever mix. This is becoming increasingly more and more... Oh. The final weapon! Yes! Oh my, I have no idea what that is. I mean, a flamethrower would make sense, but is it a flamethrower? It doesn't seem like one. What is it? Map! Tell me! It's a plastic. Chemical flamethrower times 400. Yes! Yes! Of course it's a flamethrower. Now that's going to cause issues. That is going to cause issues because we are in the sewers, so extinguishing that is seemingly easy, but still. Listen, this is the queen plug. It keeps this door open, but I also needed to deal with another door entirely. So the moment I pick this up, it's the moment I lock myself in. So I probably need the king plug in order to be able to do anything here. Alright, whip out the shotgun. You might just need it to deal with any zombies that pop up over here. Although, you know, they should have the decency not to spring them on me. Also, I should have the decency. I should have the wits about me to know not to pick up these stray herbs, because otherwise, if I do, I'll presumably just have to ditch them. Since there'll be nothing for me to do, no way for me to carry them in my limited, extremely limited inventory space. Alright. So this is where you plug the queen plug, and this is also where you plug the queen plug. So you can move them between these spots at your leisure. With that being said, if it turns out that I need 2 slots to carry that thing. This requires the king plug, of course it does. Hey buddy, you're gonna fall and then I'm going to have to kill you, right? You know, let's just get this over with. Let's just get this over with. I know what you're doing. I know what you're playing at. Let's just make this as quick and painless as possible. Down he goes. Presumably I'll find the king plug here. Is this the king? Looks like the king to me. Will that lock me in? Yes, but that's not a problem. Do I have the queen with me? No. And I can't take her with me because that'll deprive me of access to this spot. Alright, I haven't thought this through sufficiently, so I can't tell whether I will trap myself or not, but presumably the game doesn't let you do that, and I'm not going to even bother trying to figure out whether that is the case or not. Imagine trying to navigate this maze while having that zombie chase you. That would be kinda annoying, but okay, we go through here. We use the king plug. Electronic pod, my... King plug! Yes, shaped like the king. This guy should have kept playing chess instead of becoming an engineer. Yes, closed, obviously, but... Chemical flamethrower can be acquired. Hold left mouse button to fire the flamethrower. The longer you touch the target, the bigger the flames you'll create. Damn it. Well, what do I want to ditch? The worst part about this is, of course, that I will still need the queen piece in order to complete the damn puzzle. So, it's not like... I think I'll have to ditch the red herb. Just don't really have much of an alternative. You can't ditch your weapons, though you can remove parts, apparently. How fascinating. I'm not going to ditch the single shot I have on the Lightning Hawk. Ugh. Should have freed up more inventory slots. Shouldn't have taken this with me. But how was I supposed to know that you would find this? Can you combine it with that? Of course you can't. Then discard it. Fine, I don't need the red herb anyway. Never wanted it in the first place. One, two, and this is weapon number 3. Number 4 is the shotgun. Have I just made a dreadful mistake? I don't think you need the king over there. Can I carry out both of the pieces? The next question is presumably going to be, okay, what do I ditch? Because... okay, I can presumably switch them, right? See, my idea is that I want to leave with the queen piece and leave the king piece over here. As far as I can tell, I can't leave with both, but I can open this up with the king piece. However, for those manipulations to take place, I kinda have to ditch something from my inventory, which is painful, but seemingly inevitable. Fine, what do I want to ditch? One extra shot? I can ditch full healing, all one shot from the Magnum. So much good that did me. Ugh. Taking that extra ammo. Well, that is unfortunate. I shouldn't have taken all the weapons. That's the price I guess I have to pay. I'm not ditching full healing. I might just need it. I presumably am going to get horribly, brutally mauled very soon. Of course I need the inventory space, and of course this isn't enough. And of course there's a plant over here to pick up. I can pick it up on my way back. Great, if only you could swap those things in your inventory, that would be neat, but you can't. Electronic part, please identify it for me. The queen plug, thank you. So you plug this here. And then you plug the king plug over there. At which point you can take out the queen plug from here. Closes this door, but since you need the queen, but as far as I can tell you don't need the king for over there, you'll be fine. And guess what? I am taking the blue herb, clearing out this spot as far as I can tell. Because oh wait, I can just walk out through here. I can take both? Yes, of course I can. Well, presumably I need the king piece too. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not coming back here. No matter what. So it's either take it right now or leave it there forever. And I think leave it there forever is the exact option. I am ditching the blue herb. Maybe I could have combined it with the red one, make the fortifying. Yes. But it's too late for that. Should have combined it with the red one. Used it to make the fortifying herb combination. Activate it basically immediately and then pick up everything else. Then walk out for, well, essentially amounts to a bit of a boss fight over there. But I have cleared out everything here, haven't I? Yes, I have. Now we're going to go through the bottom waterway. And I think we're going to have to wade our way through this from the other side in order to get back. That's That's the best I can tell. Now, I haven't picked up something over there. I've left something behind. I'm not sure what it is, but... Oh, that's terrifying. Unless it's some crucial quest item, I think it's significantly better to just try to rush through this. But I need to mobilize myself to fry. Well, tell you what, I'll get an opportunity to redo this section in its entirety soon enough if I fail.
Shit!
Shit is right indeed. You are in the sewers, Leon. You are venturing through excrement as we speak. You can't climb, can ya? Well, I haven't cleared this place out, but guess what? I don't care to. Presumably there was something in a nuke over there. I don't care. Should I use this even though I'm just at caution? Yeah, it's better than dying. No! No, don't you die on me here, Leon! Ah! I'm in danger. Of course, it's got up. You're gonna be fine, Leon. You're gonna be fine. Think happy thoughts. I've just mentioned that sometimes they get up after the fact to mess with you. When you go through a given place for the second time or something. Oh, that was brutal, considering the number of items I have wasted. Absolutely, completely, pointlessly. Had I known ahead of time, boy, would I have made alterations. But you know what? I'm not reloading. I'll eat all of that. And you know what I'll eat as well? A combination of the green and the red herb. Just like that, I'm healed to full. Didn't I have the healing spray as well? Someplace? That's the first aid spray, so yes, it's right there. Do I have a red herb to make the fortifying combination? No, I don't. So far, I didn't have to fight poison off at all. So that's great. Will I save here like a sane person? No, I don't think I will. Let's see now. The shotgun is great for decapitating zombies, but I also don't think I'll indulge in that. I think I'll ditch the shotgun for now to free up inventory slots. How many of these pieces do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just need one more. A single one more, and I'll be able to make my way through here. Are they all unique? It seems that way. There's the pawn over here. The knight over there. Is the knight the one I'm missing? It seems that way. But let me check. The king and queen, the pawn, the bishop, and the knight. I need a rook. As far as I can tell, I need a rook. Alright, rookie. You know what we're looking for. But yes, no kidding. If I die, then so be it. If I die, then so be it. Because guess what? If I die, I'll get an opportunity for a fresh start in a way. I'll be able to redo this. Nicely, neatly, conveniently. I'll be able to replay this section and not make the same mistakes I've made here. Alright, blast its head off. I could use the Lightning Hawk, you know, the Magnum. If it comes to that. Now the plan is to go through here. I'll need to either run past the monster or blast it, but I'm fine with that.
Son of a bitch.
That is well put. You know what else is well put? That lead in its head. Very well put. That's where it belongs.
Son of a bitch.
I have no more ammo for Matilda. And she's taking up 2 slots. Now, I could hypothetically just ditch her permanently. I could strive to craft some ammo for her, but I think what I'll do instead, disappointing though this may be, is I'm going to replace her with the shotgun. No point in lugging her around with no ammo. But I also don't feel that comfortable. I could craft some additional ammo for the shotgun, but I think it would be better to save up and try to get some Magnum ammo. The Magnum is quite a helpful thing to have around, right? Do I just fry that thing? I think frying it may be the way to go. I don't have any more grenades to stun it with. So setting it on fire may be the way to go. Do I want to dispatch it? Wouldn't be the worst of ideas, because I will presumably be going through here. Well, there it is. Right? It's right there. So do I shoot it from a distance? Run past it, run past it. Turn this. Like you've never turned anything before. Like you've turned a new leaf. Steel boy. Yes. Shotgun shells. Toom. Oh, hello there. Yeah, that guy's gonna get up, isn't he? He's obviously gonna get up. We are in the workroom. Do I have a key over here? For this place? Is this the place I have the key for? Relax, Leon. Relax. Ammo for Matilda. That's quaint, but I don't have Matilda. But that's okay, I don't need her. Strong, independent man and all that. Hiding place, roll film. Really? Well, I have to go back to the police station to develop that. And run past the liquor to do so as well. Oh, I do not look forward to that operation. You open this from the other side. Safety tamper lock unlatched. Electronic part! Haha, is this the final piece of the puzzle? Very well might be. Okay, tell you what, well, if that is the case, then I might allow myself a save. Okay, just gotta be on my toes. Just gotta be prepared to dispatch any and all remaining zombies. Hey, buddy, come here. Yes, you can. I've missed one shot out of sheer stress. Well, maybe not sheer. I wonder if the workers' break room... This has been decapitated. The workers' break room includes... a typewriter, or at least an ink ribbon. Is this a single place use the key? Presumably there are two, right? I think I've... The other door will be the other one, right? As far as I can tell. What is there to pick up over here? What have I missed? What have I missed? In the world. Ah, yes, the electronic part. Right, of course. Which will be the rook. Almost inevitably. Right. I'll be able to craft some more gunpowder. What is this? Well, let's investigate it after I check everything else. Basically, literally everything else. I keep on expecting zombies, which is a very effective tactic. Show me one zombie in a locker, I'll fill every single locker. Raccoon City Jazz Festival! September 19th to 20th. Raccoon City... Free for children under 10. $10 admission fee otherwise. Okay, that seems highly useless. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We can push this aside. Yes, we can. We can also unlock the door to the water injection chamber. Yeah, push this out of the way, Leon, please. Thank you. Hey, maybe this goes, you know, well, behind the statue of the goddess and so on. For all we know. Yeah, imagine that. That would be an interesting sort of a cross-pollination, wouldn't it? To go from one of these places to the other. And they're so disparate, so different. The little humming scared me the tiniest of bits. Well, there it is. Ooh, not one, but two ink ribbons. See? I effectively was at liberty to save a while back, but I didn't. Though I could have, I didn't. That's this place cleared out. Which goes to show that there was a reasonably clear answer to that initial inquiry of mine. Look, I can only use the regular gunpowder alongside the regular gunpowder as well to craft ammo for Matilda, or I can use it alongside yellow gunpowder to craft shotgun shells. I can't use it to craft magnum ammo. And since I'm running out of inventory space anyway, let's make more ammo for Matilda and combine it with the ammo I already have to free up 2 inventory slots instead of having every single one taken. It's the rook part. Never needed that place to begin with. Well, that is a blatant lie if there ever was one. The rook plug, whatever. Of course, that is a blatant lie, as blatant as they get. I needed that at some point. I just don't need it any longer. Doesn't matter. I think this does lead where I think it leads. And at this point, the moment I encounter the typewriter, I am saving. I've been through enough, and at this point I have 3 ink ribbons. So hooray for me. Where am I? In the underground facility. Well, well, well. Okay. Alright. Let me steady myself. I have the lightning hawk under 1, under 3 the flamethrower, under 4 the shotgun. Let's wield the shotgun. Yeah, thanks for automatically closing though. Magnum ammo. Not something I would like to waste. So let's leave it here for the time being. Unless that's literally the final thing I'm picking up. What would I waste were I to ditch something? None of... Well, no, I'll just ditch the key. Because I don't need it any longer. And I do not intend to come back here. I think that's it. I've cleared out this room. Wow! All the things that I've done. I've basically cleared out the entire facility. Even though I didn't necessarily intend to do literally everything. Oh. Let me guess, you insert the USB over here? No, you insert the badge. Well, yes, the USB, but in the form of the badge. Can you actually blame me for not having that on me? I know it's a quest item. I know it would have been nifty, but come on now. How could I have been expected to expect this? Now, wait a minute. No, that's going the wrong way. No, obviously, I need to veer off to another side and just save. Right, instead of going down, of course, I just need to go upstairs. I immediately went down the path. I do remember the layout of these places. Just got temporarily confused. Yeah, I was thinking about too many things all at the same time. Thoughts just running through my head. Speaking of which, remember this part I've been going on about for the past couple of hours of the recording and significantly longer in real time? Yeah. This is presumably the final bit you use the T-bar handle, T-bar valve handle on. What do you do? Is that good? Oh, this is not yet used up. Well, you use that to grant you access to the police station. Yet again! Mind-blowing. Okay, so we've used up the key opening these two spots. We have acquired the final piece of the puzzle, the final plug. Now it's just a matter of solving the puzzle, which will be absolutely delightful. Oh my goodness, all the fun we are going to have with that. Just toying around with these things. Wonderful, magnificent. Oh, by the way, I think I'll... Oh no, I've just realized something. Well, either way... Store the roll of film? No, we are going out to develop the film is one of the first things we will do. Good. Let's reload the weapons first. Once again, thoughts rushing through my mind. You have to understand. Well, you don't have to. Bah, keep correcting myself. Keep doing that. Either way, the general idea is... Yeah, and I've completely lost my train of thought. Yes, that we will first reload everything. That much is obvious. We have ammo to spell, which is absolutely glorious. The next order of business is going to be to develop the film, since we're already at the station. And it's right there. We just have to run a tiny gauntlet. We have to deal with the liquor. Or we could fry it temporarily. Maybe it feels fire. Although I'm not sure we can actually kill it that way. I don't think anything can actually be killed with the flamethrower. Really. Well, something can, presumably a zombie can, whatever. But the general idea is that I don't think, say, setting the fire and the tyrant on fire is going to be particularly effective. Or setting the liquor on fire. I don't think it's just gonna die on me. I've already blasted it the first time. and it didn't seem to have much of an effect. Although, I don't know, maybe if you add the flamethrower and the magnum together, you can actually dish out enough damage to take it out. Who knows? But what really left me dispirited was the realization that by taking out the rook pod and closing off that pathway over there, basically left myself with two options. Have I? I think the way I am supposed to come back to that facility is via the police station. Although now that I think about it, that's not necessarily true. I could just use the lift again. I think I could. I'll figure that one out very soon. Let's ditch some of the spell ammo. But before I leave and take my well-deserved rest, I need to take care of one last thing. All right. This is positive. This is amazing. So we clear out the underground facility and almost all of the sewers, basically in one go without saving, because I have once again misjudged how much there would be to do between various operations. Now, mistakes were made, that is to be sure, but I don't really have that many regrets. I think this was reasonably well handled considering the pressure. I don't like this part. There's something wrong here. Let me see. So there's this place we are not going back to ever again, as far as I can tell. There's an item over there, but I don't think I'm searching that at any point. All of this has been searched, and what hasn't been searched is the place we go to get Ada and the place we go to with Ada. And now finally, there's this bit upstairs. How do we reach this spot? This path is blocked, so we can't go over there. Is there any way? I'm desperately trying to figure that one out. And I'm drawing a blank. I was there at some point. Oh, yes. Of course there is. Of course there is. I can get back there. And I guess I will. Because instead of going back through the police station, which is also rife with difficulties, since we presumably have to go through, you know, zombies, liquor, tyrant, all those sorts of things. We have to go through the liquor anyway. It's just too long of a path. Might as well take the risk over here. I think the workers' lift over here still works, and I think I can still access it. Yes, because I think I left through, what, the break room? So I should be able to access the workroom with the lift, head downstairs and go through the monsters. But instead of going back through here, like a reasonably sane person, I'm going to go back over there and handle this upstairs part with the control room, where I have left 2 shotgun shells and possibly not much else. This really sucks, because for all I know, I'll just be going back for items that'll be worth less than what I'll use up to get to them. So maybe the sane thing to do would be to just ignore that entirely and leave things be. I hate leaving items behind. I would love to just clear out this entire game 100%, taking absolutely everything. But I'm not sure if that's particularly rational. And it would cost me a decent bit of grief. So tell you what, I might as well decide against that. Retract. Now it's just a badge. Plug in the badge. It releases the lock and grants me access to this. Long barrel for the Lightning Hawk. Let me guess. At that point it becomes... Yeah, first of all, the badge has been used up, and second of all, the Lightning Hawk now... Well, this place has been cleared out, and the Lightning Hawk becomes a two-parter. Takes 2 slots, doesn't it? A custom part for Lightning Hawk. This ball barrel reduces recoil and imparts extra speed to bullets, increasing damage. Even more damage on the Lightning Hawk? Yes, please. Of course it does. So now I have 4 weapons, each taking up 2 slots. No, we're heading upstairs. And we are finally saving. This has been quite a journey. Quite an eventful one. And I do not look forward to doing all of this all over again. However, I have to come to terms with reality and try to desperately figure out what I do need and want to lug around with me and what I do not. Because this is becoming less and less viable by the second. And I guess in the meantime I'll have to figure out whether I do want to break through not 1, but 2 of these monstrosities, possibly either taking damage or wasting a tremendous amount of ammo, all for the luxury, the questionable luxury, of clearing out the room upstairs to get 2 measly shotgun shells and probably not much else, probably not anything else, and easy access to the room I want to get to, instead of just running around a spot that would reasonably easily give me access there. You know, now that I think about, and also I will still not have cleared out 1 single spot. So I will not have 100% completion anyway. Unless I do the masochistic thing and I actually decide to go back there. I think I know where the item is. I could pinpoint it. I could try to run past these monstrosities, possibly take some damage and then heal it back up. And do it that way. Curious. Masochistic, but curious. I could do that, and I presumably will do that, being the person that I am. Also, as far as lugging things around, I could take all the weapons I have with me and just leave 4 inventory slots for everything else. It's not that bad, especially since the roll of film we will use up and turn into a document. Documents do not take up space. And the ink ribbons we will ditch, we will leave them behind, we will put them back in the chest the moment we come back from saving. So there's that. And with all of those things in mind, and a plan hastily, although fairly meticulously sketched out, that plan being go to the police station, West Office, darkroom, develop the film, and then head back via the room over here, the underground facility, via the lift, head back, break through, take the 2 shotgun shells and whatever else is there, head on back to the... Save? Why not? Then try to figure out whether you can actually break on through past the monstrosities, go to this little nook and retrieve an additional item, and then what? The only way back is around. So I'll have to run past them, presumably wasting ammo. It's almost certainly not worth it. Should have gotten it the first time. I will check though. And then we'll have a little adventure with Ada. But yeah, that's it. That is it. But for now I am saving. My goodness, I am finally saving. Thank you all so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.